everybody. Welcome to Network Connection. My name is Roni. Today we're talking with Kayla Warren. She's an insurance agent here in Houston. Hey, Kayla, how are you today?
I'm very well, Ronnie. How are you?
Excellent. All right, so let's jump right in. So, Kayla, tell us, what is it that you do?
Well, I'm an insurance agent, which is the short answer. And the long answer is I'm an insurance agent that's licensed in all lines of insurance. I'm with a large independent insurance agency based in Northwest Houston, where we have access to over 150 carriers across all lines of insurance
Wow.
business. And I like to specialize in commercial insurance for businesses and personal lines of insurance for individuals and families. So that means if somebody owns a restaurant, I can insure the restaurant, the property inside the restaurant, because that kitchen probably has very expensive equipment. In
Mhm.
addition to all the furniture, I can insure their W-2 staff on a workers' comp policy. I can take care of everything. If it was a business that did a lot of deliveries, let's say we could do commercial auto insurance for businesses that have automobiles as part of their business. And then on the personal side, there's more than just home and auto. There's umbrella insurance, there's flood insurance, there's personal articles insurance when people own things that have a lot of monetary value. It's important to insure those items. We also have a terrific private client group within our agency, which means for those customers whose homes are valued at over $1 million, we work with 7 different carriers who cater to those kinds of clients and can write multiple lines of business for their home, their auto, their umbrella, and personal articles. So really, I I do a lot. That's the
Yes.
long answer.
Wow, that is crazy. That's so much. How do you even remember how you like what is what and who is who?
Well,
That's
I definitely have a good head for this. I'm able to jump very quickly between when I've got my commercial hat on and I'm talking about insuring a business versus when I'm working with an individual and I'm running home and auto quotes. Some of the questions are similar that I ask them. Some of them are very different, but I do have a really strong base of knowledge and depth of knowledge. And what I like very much about my agency as a whole is between everyone at my agency, they say we have 1,000 years of experience. It's
wow.
really true. If there's a question that I, at the top of my head, don't know, I have resources. I know who to go to get that answer quickly, whether it's talking to an underwriter at one of our carriers or
Mhm.
talking to another agent in my agency who's written a lot of policies for that specific industry. I already know a lot, but I also know who I can go to for answers when it's something I don't know.
Nice. How long have you been doing this?
I will be celebrating my 3rd year anniversary as an insurance agent in December of 2020. So I've been doing this
Nice.
about 3 years.
Beautiful. Well, I guess happy anniversary.
Thank you.
So, do you have a favorite customer story to share?
I do actually. This is a homeowner story. I really believe that most people just don't know what is covered and what is not covered on a traditional insurance policy. And I see it as my duty to inform them as I'm working on the quotes. I'm giving you this coverage, I'm giving you this coverage, I'm giving you this coverage, because they're not included in the basic policy. They're extra coverages. I never do it to upsell. I do it because I know these are the things people will need. So in June of this year, a customer called me and told me the following story. She'd been washing dishes after dinner at her kitchen sink. When she was finished, she opened the cabinet under her sink and discovered about 3 inches of water in the cabinet.
Oh my
She and her husband mitigated the damage as quickly as they could. They shut off the water to the sink. They called a plumber. They replaced the broken pipe. And they did their best to dry all the water. But 3 days later, she noticed that some of their laminate floor was bubbling up. And it made her think that maybe they didn't find all the water to wipe up. So she asked me, do I have insurance coverage for this? And I said, you do, because I gave you water
God.
damage coverage. which is an extra line item of coverage. You have to know to ask for it, or you have to have a savvy agent who knows to put it in. Well, she called, she filed the claim, an adjuster came out, and because she has one type of flooring throughout the first floor of her home, they were on the hook to make her whole and replace all of it because they couldn't just match bits and pieces of the damaged floor. That was a $27,000 claim. And
Wow.
she was able to be made whole because I made sure she had water damage coverage, and she felt so grateful. So it's important. Listen, I get it. Not all people are that interested in insurance, but you need to know that the person you're working with is interested in insurance and has knowledge about the product and is going to take care of you. And that's what
Absolutely.
I do for my customers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sure she's very grateful.
She is.
Um, let's pivot a little bit. Let's talk about COVID-19. Has it affected your business?
Well, I thought it was going to have a negative impact on my business, but in fact, it was the opposite. I think that in my case, my personal lines of insurance business grew quite a bit. I think a lot of people were refinancing because mortgage rates have been very low. And as part of that, people might be reviewing their insurance. I was also being sent a lot of referrals in that time frame. And believe it or not, there were some new businesses that started up during COVID, as people were pivoting and trying to come up with what they could do. If they were starting a new business, they needed to insure it. So I'm very grateful that during COVID, my business got stronger, not weaker.
Nice. That's excellent news, really. Um, so if you have a tip to share with our viewers regarding maybe about either commercial insurance or private insurance, do you have any tip for us? What do
Yes, with commercial insurance, think about getting multiple lines. Some people call me and they just ask for general liability because they think that's all they need. But you have to think about, what is the value of my business equipment? What is the value of my business property? Make sure that's insured too. Because if something happens to your place of business, your general liability may not cover all that much. So be sure that when you're looking for liability coverage for a business, you also take care to insure your property. And on the homeowner's side, something I find a lot, if you're buying a house, make sure to ask the following questions if the house is not new construction. Find out how old the roof is.
Yeah.
Most roofs that are over 15 years of age, insurance companies do not want to insure at replacement cost. Replacement cost just means if you file a claim, the insurance company is going to pay you out in what it costs to replace that item in today's money. If you have a roof that's 15 years old or greater, most carriers want to pay that out at actual cash value, which means they take depreciation into account, which means you'd get a lower payout. So, for all the people who are looking to buy homes right now, ask that question. If you're looking at a home that's more than 20 years old, ask, when was the roof replaced? Just get an answer. And if they say that the roof is more than 15 years old, maybe you and your realtor should be using it as a tactic to negotiate the price down a little.
Nice. That's an awesome tip. Thank you, Kayla.
Thank
All
you.
right. So everything sounds amazing. You're such a sweetheart. How can we reach you?
Thank you for asking. So I can be reached in the following ways. I can be reached by phone. My office phone is 281-677-9565. I can be reached by email at kayla.warren@iScential.com. You can also go to the iScential website, www.iScential.com. One of the features on that website is an appointment booking tool. And so if someone wanted to schedule an appointment with me, it could be an over the phone appointment. You can use that booking tool on our website and it'll show you my calendar openings. So if I already have something booked, you don't have to worry about booking something and me having a conflict. People have used that booking feature, and I think it's a great addition to our agency and to our accessibility.
Nice. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Kayla, for your time. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye-bye.